What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of my HLTV Fantasy, where today we will be looking at the Starladder CIS RMR 2021. First of all, I want to apologize for not making a video about Spring Sweet Spring 3 group stages. Literally just did not have time to make it, unfortunately. I had some real life stuff going on. So I had basically no free time to make a video about this. The first fantasy game I've missed since starting this channel, but you know, it's gonna happen probably a couple times in the future as well, but every time I can make a video I will. But yeah, let's get into the event. For this time we have the Starladder CIS RMR. You can see the most big players, of course. Inters, some of the Gambit guys. Exile picked quite a lot. The Navi guys, like all of them apart from Simple, and then Sanji to fill it out. Here is how it's gonna go. So there's two groups of 5 teams each, with, I guess, how does this go then? Like the winners go here and here, second place is here and here, and then why is this in yellow? This or is it just the 5th place? It's the 5th place decider, just between the 3rd place teams in each group. Okay. And an interesting part about this is that Navi and Gambit are on the same side of the bracket, like in the same bracket, same group, which is, I mean, it's not the worst. You can still go Navi Gambit, I think, because they are not gonna play here, the first one. Like, if Navi and Gambit are first and second in their group, then they are gonna be on different sides of the upper bracket. So they will meet in the upper bracket final if they win their matches here as well, and then they can still meet in the grand final as well. Question is, would you rather have the first place teams from each of these things? Like, for example, should I not pick Navi? That's what I'm kind of feeling right now, that I'm just gonna pick Gambit, because, I mean, it's freaking Gambit, the best team in the world right now. And then another team from Group B, it could be basically any of these 3 teams, I think. I think that's probably what I'm gonna do, honestly. I don't think I want to go Navi and Gambit. I just want to go Gambit. They are the best in the world right now, it's no secret. So, generally when I go Gambit, I go Inters, and then I go one of these 3. Or if I don't have the cash for any of these 3, maybe Nafany. But honestly, it feels like every tournament, one of these is like the MVP. Can I check HLTV, like MVPs? They're like statistics for MVPs. Like events, wait a sec. So, finished events. Let's check some of the bigger, like Gambit. Events they won lately, for example. MVP Hobbit, MVP Exile, MVP Hobbit. Wasn't Inter's MVP in one of these? Yeah, and I mean Shiro. Yeah, Shiro. Like, so any of them can be the MVP of an event. Hobbit, I guess, a couple more times now than any of the others, like one more time, and then these other 2 guys in the last 2 events. But I could see myself picking any of them: Hobbit, Inters, Shiro, depending on like the Shiro pick is a bit more expensive, right? With 10 grand. So maybe you go Exile or Hobbit instead. We'll see. So which is the other team then? Is it VP? Is it Spirit? Is it Entropic? Let's check the prices of the players. Spirit have not been that good lately, right? Like, they've had their struggles. Losing to VP, losing to EG in IM Summer. Yeah, that was not good. Epic League CIS. Beating Navi though, and Entropic and Gambit. This is a while back. So, I mean, they are still a decent team to pick. But I think Virtus Pro are gonna They are still number 5 in the world. Losing to Vitality and OG, beating Napi, Spirit. Beating Spirit is definitely a nice indication that you might want to pick VP. But Entropic then, the players are, I mean, apart from Alien, kind of okay priced. But that's the case with Spirit as well, I mean, but I don't want to pick MIR or Dexter, I don't think. So VP also have Sanji, right? Sanji is a great pick because of high headshot percentage. Like rolls go very well, and he has nice flash statistics, so flash booster is good. Let's try this maybe, and then James plays a very effective style of CS. Buster or Kikert are decent, but I wouldn't pick them if I don't have to. Yakindar, of course, has crazy entry stats as well, so he's not... Can you get like Yakindar, Shiro, and someone decent? Someone decent would be nice, but I don't think you can. Without Yakindar, Exile, Boomage. I don't think Yakindar's the pick. I think James might be you pick here alongside like Exile or Hobbit. Can't quite get Boomage with this though. Like I would love to pick Last Guy from Navi as well, or Team Spirit. Like Boomage isn't bad. Boomage has been pretty decent even lately, right? Go check his statistics. Oh no. Wow, I did not know that he's been this this shit, honestly. In recent fantasy games, has Boomage been decent? It's my team. There, this is the winning lineup. Not a lot of Boomage there. I don't think Boomage is a good pick. Seems like he has... Like, yeah, I remember that he used to have like matches like this where he would actually be decent, but doesn't seem like he's had that for a while now. Kind of hitting a slump. Hopefully he's gonna get out of it, but wouldn't bet on it. So like this, I could get one of the... With Nafany, I could get one of the... If Nafany... Like, I feel like always when I see winning lineups, there's like Inters, Exile, Hobbit, Hero. One of, like, two of these players, not that... Almost never Nafany. Or am I wrong? Well, Nafany winning lineup here. Okay, Nafany pretty decent in the last event. Okay. So we could pick Nafany, and then I think James because you need an AWP. And then last guy, Electronic maybe? We already have a headshot guy in Sanji. Oh, Papatronic might be the pick. This looks pretty damn good. I'm happy with this team for the most part. Like, only thing I'm thinking of is like, do I still want to go Yakindar and a different AWPer from a different team? But I don't think I have, like the AWPers in other teams are just not that good, right? Zorte here. Is Zorte a good player? That would fit pretty well. Like, Forza are not a bad team either. That's a team you could predict, but it's Navi Gambit group, so I don't think that's worth it. I think the way to go is James and Electronic probably. One of these guys, yeah. I would say this is the way to go. For a main account. Secondary account, I will make a more risky lineup with like probably Navi and Entropic maybe. We'll see. Maybe an alien lineup. Either way, support Inters, headshot Sanji, main of James. IGL Nafany. And then electronic. What do you put on electronic? Like CT rating. He does entry a bit as well. Is he like the most entrying player? Like Nafany entries a lot as well, by the way. Didn't know that. That's a decent entry round percentage. Then again, Simple does entry a bit as well, I guess. I would assume. I think I'll go CT rating for electronic. Seems like the most consistent one. Then Nemiga Gambit. Nemiga like the easiest. I would say Nemiga is the easiest team in Gambit's group. So top of scorecard is probably gonna be like these top of scorecard 30 bump things are probably gonna go on Jame. VP Spirit is pretty tough. Yeah, Mr. Consistent on Inters, very decent one to pick. Inters is one of those KST kings, I don't know how, but the man just has a high KST with this. Only Jame has higher, but Jame has probably too many boosters to put on him anyways. Or maybe he doesn't. How many rounds are we playing here? So we've got group stage round 2, group stage round 3, 4. There's a lot of time to put on boosters because there's always 5 rounds of play first. Okay, so I think actually we're gonna save KST for Jame because I think we're gonna we don't need to have all the boosters played this early on. But does this have? Yeah, so we have all the so we can put all the group stage boosters we want already. What is the easiest opponent for Jame? We can put top of scorecard there, I think. Not that, it's probably 100 PG. Then for Sanji, easiest opponent be again 100 PG, so let's put Flash there. Best highest assists per round, Nafany. So Nafany against Navi assist. There we go. Best highest clutch percentage. I think Jame had high clutch, yeah. So hardest game for Jame, probably against Spirit. Clutch. Mr. Consistent, easiest, like an easy game for VP. I guess K23 should be pretty easy for him. Why is this group 4? I mean, round 4, so why isn't there more games round 4? Weird. I guess they haven't scheduled who plays who yet. But yeah, I think VP, K23, KST, James should be nice. Avengers, who doesn't entry a lot. I mean, Nafany should be bait against Navi. Oh no, he's assist already. So maybe against... we can use that later. Against when they play each other, probably later on. Just the highest pistol stats. Probably Jame, I would assume, but we can check that. Players. Pistol rounds. We already know who's the best flash thrower. Pistol rounds. I think Nafany was pretty bad at pistols as well as Inters. Sanji was worse than expected, so it's between Electronic and Jame probably. This is all time, but I mean, I think pistol ability is something that doesn't really change. So it was Electronic. You can put Electronic against like an easier opponent. Here as well, like first round, how is it not scheduled yet? But Nemiga, Electronic, Pest Pistol, should be good. Bottom of scoreboard, probably Sanji. Probably in like a later stage. Choke, also later stage. Or maybe you can go like Choke, Navi against Gambit. So in electronic choke. Aimbot Sanji against an easy opponent. BP 100 PG. Oh, wrong one. Oh no, it's already flashing there. I think we do this instead. And flash goes on a different opponent. Like K23, yeah, that's good. Ace. Probably gonna be Jame, but I'll just save it for a later round. Inters is getting like no boosters right now. Saver, Jame, obviously. Against like a better team. I guess Spirit. Already have Clutch there. Maybe this is better, and then Clutch against like a Entropic. That's maybe better. Kobe, who has the highest grenade damage? Naphany, okay. Who is, I mean, I guess this works. Naphany against Nemiga. This can be used whenever. 30 bomb. I'll save 30, no, I'll use 30 bomb against like 100p. So it does become a bit of, I'll do actually 30 bomb Jame, and I'll do KST Inters against Nemiga, and then different round here. Then we have Rambo. Oh, I wish there was statistics for knife kills. At least I don't know where those would be. Statistics. There's like, yeah, which map? There's best of ranking. No weapon basically is what I'm looking for. Flashes, opening kills, leaderboards. Not, yeah. No. Oh, okay. I don't think there are knife. Oops. Why can I not write? No, that's just okay. Overview. What is FT? I have no clue. Top weapons. Other. No, I don't think you can do that. Unfortunate. So you just put, I guess, this against an easier opponent for a team that, like, I wouldn't put it on Gambit. I could put it on like an electronic. If I had Simple, I would obviously put it on him. I think Navi versus Akuma could be a Rambo, like a bit of a grudge match. Kind of a knife, grudge knife. Bottom of scorecard, probably save it for playoffs, as well as I mean, Avenger, yeah. Avenger you can use now as well, I think. Entries the least. Sanji and Inters, at least the entry. Very low amount. I think Inters trading is just a good idea. Probably versus not Navi. Trades versus, let's say, Gambit. Bait. I'll use bait in one of the better maps. Playoffs and then ace. I guess I can put ace, game. Like here, sure. Let's hope for that. And these last two we're gonna use in the playoffs. So yeah, been a while since I was able to put on all my boosters on the video, or like at least most of them. Pretty fun. Usually you have to kind of go round by round nowadays. It depends on the event every time. Like in this event where we know all the first 5 rounds and all of the matchups in those first 5 rounds, it becomes a lot easier to put the boosters on. Either way, there's going to be a secondary lineup down in the description below. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye and thank you.